content. We always kick it off with Ballers and Bugs. Ballers being impressive players of the week and Bugs being unimpressive. Eric, you are the guest and the family. Who do you have as your ball of the week as an impressive players?
I have to go with I'm going to speak from my match that was the Wolves Newcastle, but it's Huang Hee-chan from Wolves. Man, unstoppable. I don't know how he didn't end up getting a hat trick against us. I think that was the only good thing in our match. But the power, the pace, the finishing. He was clinical, man. And a lot of my good friends who play FIFA on the Xbox or the PlayStation will say that this guy was lots of trouble last year because those players, they come out with the amazing pace and there's nothing you can do. He's like that in real life. He's like a real life cheat code. Our defense didn't know what to do with him. And, he's just like Adama Traore, except he can actually finish when he gets in there, right? So I can see these guys both like staring each other down in the Wolves locker room before the match, rubbing themselves down with the oil, trying to decide, who's going to get the call. And here it comes. It's Chan. I don't know if Traore will ever get back in. So he was my baller of the week, man. Well done. I hate that it happened against us, but too good.
Yeah. Come on, who do you have as your ball of the week, family?
I have two, and I have to give it up to Mo Salah. He had an assist and a goal in the 2-2 draw versus Man City, and I think he scored 101?
Yes, 101 goals. You keeping that running tab. Last week he scored 100.
And I keep saying, I think he's one of the most underrated footballers in the English Premier League, So I have to give it to him. And I also want to give a shout out to Ross Barkley of my side, Chelsea. He came on with a couple minutes. Yes, and that's the thing. Ross Barkley had a couple good passes that eventually led to our goal. In the third goal, in the second goal. And you know how I feel about Ross Barkley. But he came on, he did his job, and allowed us to kind of, beat up Southampton.
Julia, we have as your ball of the week.
When I was doing my therapy and the therapist was telling me that the days will be brighter. Capoue from Villarreal gave a master class lesson in playing central defensive midfield in the midweek. Yes, they lost to Manchester United, but that brother played some beautiful football. It's almost Conte-like. So I have to give it to him. I have to also give it to Jurgen Klopp. We were in our group talking today and saying we don't see where Liverpool goal going to come from. It's just a matter of time at halftime. What are the changes that should be made? Milner was getting killed. Liverpool did not make any changes. They came out a different team though in the second half. So all hats off to Jurgen Klopp, showing that he still has a pulse of his team. Even though they tied the game 2-2 at home, it still showed me that Jurgen Klopp is still in full control at Liverpool.
My ball of the week, I cannot imagine you guys handing out ballers and not bigging up Sheriff. What is that? Sheriff Terrapulsi?
Moldova.
Yes. from what? Uzbekistan? Where are they from?
It's Moldova. They're the Moldovan champions.
Oh, Moldova. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. But ball of the week to that team, the lowest ranked team in the Champions League, are Menos, and they beat the big bad Real Madrid. So how can we give ballers of the week and not acknowledge them? Big up to that team. Excellent. Sebastian Hill and family sneaking out a victory, and surprisingly, they're leading the group after 2 match days. All right, let's get to our bugs of the week. Football family, keep sending your ballers and bugs. We'll highlight them. We'll read them out. We have a lot to get to. Eric, who do you have as your bug unimpressive players of the week?
I'm going to go from the same match. It's going to be a player and a manager. That Manchester United Everton match. Jordan Pickford, one of Geordie's Newcastle fans' favorite targets from his connection to Sunderland. He only has tiny arms. He's just the worst. I don't know how he gets anywhere near the England national team. Terrible keeper. He's definitely my bug of the week. But Ole, I think you brought it up a little bit, Ole. How do you leave Ronaldo on the bench? I can only think that the PE teacher was expecting that somehow they just had enough and they were going to steamroll Rafa Benitez and Everton. And it backfired. I mean, they are two different teams, Manchester United, with Ronaldo and without Ronaldo. One is a team that could compete for everything, and one is the team that drew with Everton. So that's my bugs of the week.
Bugs of the week, Ole getting one, the PE teacher. And Dalton, my apologies. Dalton say, yo, you need to read all my ballers them. My apologies, Dalton. Dalton's ball of the week quote is Mo, the Egyptian King Salah, the bees of Brenton and Sheriff. End quote. My apologies, Dalton. Let's continue ballers and bugs. Let's get to the bugs. Continue our bugs of the week. Eric already gave Ole the bug of the week. Come on, who do you have? Can't say Ole. It's too easy.
No. I'm going to give it to Leicester City. Leicester City had a wounded Crystal Palace to beat, and they were up 2-0 halftime and allowed Crystal Palace to come back and tie that game 2-2. So they should actually get it. I'm not going to give West Ham because Brentford is really playing out of their mind. But I think, so I'm not giving anything else. PSG and Barcelona, I don't know how much longer Koeman is going to be at the wheel for Barcelona, but you lost to Atletico Madrid and you were outplayed by a player that you said was not good enough for Barcelona. So they really take it a buck. And I don't know what's going on with PSG. You cannot have Mbappe, Neymar, Messi, and let us show in Di Maria because I'm being generous today. You cannot have these kind of players on your team and you're losing to a little regular dibby style. It just don't work. So PSG, Barcelona, and Crystal Palace, those are my bugs.
Bar is really low with Barcelona. They're perennial bugs this year. And with PSG lost the runs. We'll discuss that in our football roundup. Junior, who do you have as your bugs of the week, family?
Train wreck that we've seen coming. This season is a lot of train wrecks that we see coming. Barcelona is a train wreck that we saw coming and it's just constantly coming. The train is officially off the rails. It's just a matter of time for people just go out there and say, you know what? Let's pronounce everything dead and start over. So Barcelona for sure. I also want to give it to Fred. It's easier to target, but my therapist said I have to be honest. So I have to give it to Fred. Fred, what the hell were you thinking on giving away that goal? Made the Maya Gray 1, beat it to the ball, 2, bunks you off the ball, and 3, run away from you. And you are a central defensive midfielder. But my therapist said I'm okay now. So Fred.
Imagine Manchester United fans are take step of Barcelona. Wow. The train is off the rail according to the Manchester United fan. Barca get the bug of the week along with Fred from Junior. Dalton said bug is patty sharp. Barcelona and Arsenal as usual. Yo, Barcelona definitely kind of dark. We'll discuss Ronald Koeman's future. I get the thoughts later on in the show. My bugs of the week are more importantly one bug. I'll just go with one bug because we're limited on time today. Dan Juma, I think, or Dan Homa is a left side playing left of a front three for Villarreal in that game against Manchester United in the Champions League. Brother, how many times are you going to beat the wing back, the right back? How many times are you going to beat him? Get in on goal and do foolishness. Bugs of the week sort of display from a professional football. I mean, these are simple passes with just picking out a teammate in the box. It's just simple 1, 2, 3 football. So he get the bug of the week from me. And I cannot believe they awarded him the man of the match award. He was that important in terms of getting in the final third for Villarreal. But his decision making was woeful. So he gets a bug of the week for me. And of course, Villarreal lost the game to Manchester United with a Cristiano Ronaldo goal at the death. All right.